What's up guys, it's Aaronitmar here with some more Super Smash Bros. News, specifically regarding the last 3 Amiibo that have yet to be released for Super Smash Bros. DLC characters, and we have some news regarding those, so let's just jump into it. Recently, Nintendo updated their website, I want to say in the last week or so, with certificates for the CPSIA, and that stands for the Consumer Product Safety Improvement Act. And basically this is an act that prevents you from putting harmful materials in the construction of children's toys and products. So for example, this is the bit of legislation that makes it so you can't, put lead in children's toys or put toxic paint, toxic chemicals, because potentially that could go into a person's mouth, a child's mouth obviously, and it make them sick. And so this is a bit of legislation that stops them from being able to do that. And so whenever a company makes toys, they have to release these certificates basically saying, okay, our toy, our product doesn't go against any of these guidelines. Here's a certificate saying it does that, and you can hold us to it. And basically they have to submit that to the government every time they make a new product. And so Nintendo recently released 4 of them, which is interesting, because we only have 3 DLC that have not been released as Amiibo. We have Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta. All 3 have not received Amiibo. But there is a 4th Amiibo that was included in that, and that was also unnamed. On the certificates, they don't actually list the names, if I remember right. They just list the product number, and that really doesn't help us knowing the product number if it doesn't have a name tied to it. And since we don't have a name yet, we don't know what that means, but we do know that there is a 4th Amiibo going to be released sometime soon. So we have Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta who all need their Amiibo, but this one mysterious one has been a big point of discussion for the whole internet ever since that this information has been released, or at least found out. They don't really release statements, it's more so that people checked the website and found that they have updated it with certificates. People seem to think that this 4th Amiibo is going to be an alternate of one of the 3 DLC Amiibo. The thing is, all 3 of those have alternates that could be released as an Amiibo. So for those who don't know, Rob received 2 variants of his Amiibo. One is the NES Rob, which is the default skin in America, and the other is Famicom Rob, which is red and sort of an off yellow white, and that is the default in Japan, where the Famicom was the console rather than the NES. So people are looking to that as evidence that they might be alternates for the DLC, but like I said, the problem is the DLC characters all have alternate costumes. Corrin has both the male and female possibilities. Cloud has the Advent Children as well as the Final Fantasy VII appearance, and Bayonetta has both her Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 1 appearance. So if they were going to make an alternate for any of these, it would make sense that they made them for all of them. So that's one argument against it I've seen. Again, people still believe, well, maybe they're just releasing a second Fire Emblem Corrin because they're bringing up hype for the new Fire Emblem games that are coming out, or, all kinds of things could be speculated. But the difference here is that there really, aside from Rob, there really hasn't been a ton of alternates released for the Smash. In fact, I don't think there's any alternates released for the Smash except for Rob. And the exception with Rob is that all of the Amiibo are based on the default skins. But Rob is a special case where, like I said, the default skins vary based on region. So they release 2 Rob Amiibo, 1 for each default skin that is available in the game. So it makes sense for Rob. No other character has an alternate that's been released that I can think of. I mean, Dr. Mario is a separate character, so it's not like Mario got Dr. Mario, or, Lucina for Marth or anything like Rob is the only example, and the exception to the rule only exists to more emphasize the rule, I guess. So I don't think that any of the Amiibo are going to be alternates for the DLC characters. I think, and this leads back to the video I made a couple of weeks ago talking about the Ice Climbers, but I think it's going to be an Ice Climbers Amiibo personally. Regardless of what the character is, I think it's going to be an extra character added to Smash for Switch, because it only makes sense that if they're going to be making Smash for Switch and they've just now made all 4 certificates for the Amiibo that there's coming soon, So regardless of what the character is, I do think it's a DLC character. Not DLC, just an additional character for Smash for Switch. But I think, personally, that character is going to be Ice Climbers. And I've talked about that in that video previously, but basically the Ice Climbers were already working for Smash for Wii U. Smash for 3DS was the only reason they weren't included, because they weren't working for 3DS, and Sakurai did not want any version-exclusive characters. So I think with Smash for Switch, because there's only going to be one version of the game, I think that they are going to do Ice Climbers in that version, and then I think that the Ice Climbers are going to be that amiibo. And I'm really excited for that. For those who don't know, I think I've talked about this before. I have a collection of the top, I think it's 7. I'm looking right now. Yes, the top 7 amiibo for the Super Smash Bros. Melee tier list. Fox, Falco, Marth, Sheik, Jigglypuff, Peach, and Captain Falcon. But between Peach and Captain Falcon is Ice Climbers, and I've always wanted that Ice Climbers amiibo because it felt like that set wasn't exactly complete for me. And if this Ice Climbers amiibo comes out, it's for sure going to complete that collection, and I will be very, very pleased. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the 4th hidden amiibo, and let me know what you think, of course, of Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta finally coming as amiibo. It is been so long. We've been waiting for this forever. It feels like over a year since they've been announced. So I'm happy they're finally coming. I've had my hopes set for all 3 of them ever since we learned that, of course, the amiibo were being developed for them. So they finally got around to it, and I'm looking forward to it. So let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments, of course. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, guys.
Sudden death, go!